funny comments made me want to hop on here. Yeah, I just be reading some comments every now and then. I be scrolling through all the comments, and I was like, yo, stuff people be saying be just having me like, yo. I just made an Instagram post. Adults say the darndest things, not kids, right? We say kids say the darndest things. When I read my comment section, these are grown adults saying the darndest things. Some lady was in the comment section talking about, it was the video I just posted on best plant-based sources of protein, right? Where I said quinoa is the best plant-based source of protein, has all 9 essential amino acids, right? Which makes it a complete source of protein, right? And people are commenting like, I'm scared to try quinoa. I'm just like, what? I'm scared to try quinoa, right? But these are the same people, many of you in this live probably, will say something like that, but have no problem, as soon as the weather gets nice, throwing some hot dogs on the grill and some sausages on the grill. But you're scared to try quinoa. Like, adults say the darndest things. That is wild. Because a hot dog is horrible by itself, right? Because we know they use trimmings, they use the word trimmings to make hot dogs, right? They're very vague purposely by using the word trimmings, so they don't have to tell you exactly what they use, because they're grinding up the feet, the ears, the liver, blood, kidneys, eyes. They're grinding up everything, right? They don't just grind it up and shoot it into the tube and make it a hot dog. They grind it up, then they mix it with tons of starch, tons of corn syrup, which if you don't know, corn syrup is horrible for you. That's another lesson. Tons of salt. They make it into a starch with all the other things. They grind it up, which is considered trimmings. So they can be very vague, so they don't have to tell you what it is. Then they shoot it into the tube, and now you got a hot dog, right? So these are the things you'll eat on the daily. You'll feed your kids. You'll give it to your grandkids when you're in a rush. You'll just throw it on the grill at the cookout for the birthday parties, and you have no issue. But I tell you, quinoa is the healthiest source of protein, and literally there's people in my comment section saying, I'm scared to try quinoa. But the corn syrup, salt, starch, hot dog ass doesn't give you the chills at all. You're completely fine with that. Like, yo, adults say the darndest things. That's the title of this live. I'm going to title it that when I re-upload it to my YouTube channel. Adults say the darndest things, right? Because we always say kids say the darndest things. The stuff I see come out of the people in my comment section's mouth, grown adults, blows my mind way more than anything any of my nieces or nephews have ever said. Facts, the same people drinking Fireball, the same people like, we can go on and on. But yeah, I just had that comment sparked me to go live. I was about to go on my run, and I seen this conversation and these comments. I got a video coming on oatmeal. I don't recommend it, typically. It is acidic. No, they know what it is. They're in the comment section saying they know what it is. They're just scared to try it. Scared to try quinoa. I don't know what it's going to taste like. But you're completely adapted and comfortable with the taste of all the nonsense that's in hot dogs, it's in your red meat, all the nonsense that's in your candies and your alcohols and your medicine that you're buying. Like, you just adapted to that. It's crazy, yo. Comment y'all's questions, though. Guac's from an avocado, so it's good depending on how it's made. It's typically good. Let's see, just skimming through y'all's comments. Just got on here, wanted to talk about that. If you ever miss my lives, I typically am on live for like an hour and a half each time. I upload all my lives to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/twalkthehawk. So you can rewatch it, take notes, pause it, watch it in slow motion. Spelled exactly the same on here, just search it. Instagram, spelled exactly the same. I just posted some articles for y'all on what I'm talking about actually. and the comment, right? So follow me on Instagram, same name, T-Walk Dog Fitness. Yeah, I already talked about guac. No, I don't recommend faucet water. Faucet water be high in lead, which is a heavy metal, which a lot of you need a heavy metal detox. If you need a heavy metal detox, if you need to detox your body, that's why I came out with the 30-day complete detox and reset program. Links in the bio. A lot of you already got it and are loving it. So happy to help. It's where I lay out a complete plan, what herbs, how to take them, where to get them, what foods to eat, how to fast if need be to completely detox the liver, the kidneys, the colon, the cells, add oxygen to the cells, because when you have damaged cells, it's because they're not getting enough oxygen. So you need to detox. When you have anxiety, you have depression, you need to detox, because that's your colon sending negative signals to your brain, right? So you need to detox the colon, detox the kidneys, detox the liver, right? And on. Detox the blood. That's why you're having blood clots and problems with your arteries and all this stuff, right? I'm just scrolling through the comments. Good stuff, good stuff. I don't recommend pistachios. Only nuts I recommend are walnuts and Brazilian nuts. Video dropping tonight on peanuts. I'm going in on peanuts tonight. A lot of y'all gonna be mad at me. Other people gonna love it. Because when I attack foods that you eat every day, and I give you the science behind it, I give you information that you can research yourself, you get offended. But hey, please don't tell me how to talk. Please don't tell me how to talk. I say herbs because I feel like saying herbs. Right? Because when we break down the language, you start to understand different letters, the language, how it was stolen, and you start to speak how you want to speak, right? So if you tell me how to talk, you get blocked. I don't recommend black seed. Everybody always wants to talk about black seed oil. There's black seed, black seed, black seed. You see, I've never recommended that. I want to make a video on it, but I would need to get too scientific, and it's going to be not enough time for me to fit it into a 30-second, 60-second video. But there's a reason I don't talk about black seed oil. There's a reason you never see me mention black seed oil, right? People promote black seed oil and put Dr. Sebi's name in it to sell it. He never said anything about black seed oil. KT the Arc Degree, who's his son, always speaks against black seed oil. Victor would never recommend black seed oil, but everybody wants to talk about black seed oil. Right? But I'm not going to talk about it, because for me to talk about it, the only way I'm going to talk about it is if I do a full live presentation, because I need the time so you understand the science behind it, the chemistry of that, and the chemistry of how it works with the chemistry of your body, right? I can't fit all that into a 30, 60-second clip. And every time I post videos on holistic health and healing, you'll see hundreds of comments. All you need is black seed oil. All you need is black seed oil. You'll never see me tune in and give that the okay, because I don't recommend it, right? So yeah, video tonight on peanuts. Going in on why you should stop dealing with anything that has peanuts in them. Super bad for you. Peanut butter, peanuts, plain flavored peanuts, seasoned peanuts, whatever. Peanuts in your acai bowl, peanut butter in your acai bowl. What else they put peanuts in? Peanut butter in your smoothies and your shakes. Not good. So video dropping tonight on that. And a lot of you want to know how to deal with seasonal allergies, since wherever you're at, even though it's always sunny in LA, where you're at, it's becoming spring. Your allergies are high. So I'm giving you the best 3 things you can take for seasonal allergies, so you don't have to keep going to CVS and Walgreens and buying all these different medicines, spending all this money on medicine with tons of chemicals in it that are horrible for you, messing up your reproductive system, messing up your mental health, messing up all your internal system systematically, meaning your entire system of your body. I already did a whole video on eczema. Yes, I personally take all this stuff. Where do you get the information for the detox? My detox program is the link in the bio. You click it, the link in the bio, TikTok will say, are you sure you want to leave TikTok? You say yes. You'll see the drop down. One says custom coaching. The other one says 30-day detox and reset program. That's why I give you a complete plan what herbs to take, what foods to eat, how to mix them, how to make them in tea, where to get them at, because a lot of you want to know where to get all of the things I mentioned. So the detox program will tell you all of that. What foods to eat during the process of the detox, but also now you'll have a list of foods to eat moving forward, so you don't have to keep detoxing every 14 days, every 30 days. You feel like, oh, I need a detox again, because after you do a detox, you end up going back to foods that you shouldn't be eating that are causing you to need to detox, right? So if we don't go back to those foods, we don't always have to keep detoxing. Personal training, custom coaching, link is in the bio also. You'll see the drop down. 40 for 1 month, or the special that I'm running that a lot of you are loving is the 80 for 3 months, so you get a whole month free, because it typically takes a good 3 months to see a full transformation. Like the transformations I post daily for the last 5 months straight. I don't know anybody else that's doing that. Dramatic transformations too. People that no longer got diabetes, people that no longer got cancer, people that no longer have internal cysts, people that no longer have fibroids, people that lost 80 pounds, people that lost 102 pounds, people that lost 70 pounds. 5 months straight, every day, many days I post more than one. Hey, I make it easy to follow. The instructions are easy. All you have to do is put the work in. That's why there's so many testimonials, so many transformations. 5 months straight, every day. Many days, 5, 10 testimonials daily. Posted on my Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, that's why you haven't seen them. I post a few on my TikTok, but mainly on my Instagram. Let's see. I'm a vegetarian. How do I avoid iron deficiency? Super easy. Jamaican sarsaparilla root, the highest thing in iron on the earth, right? And it's the right iron, because the iron a lot of you think you're getting from your meats, because when you switch to vegetarian, like a question like that, I'm vegetarian. Notice how you started by saying I'm vegetarian, so how do I get my iron? Assuming or making the assumption that it's harder for you to get your iron because you're vegetarian, because this world will pump it into your head that you need red meat for iron. That is completely false. The iron that you're getting from red meat, yes, you're getting iron. It's the incorrect iron. It is heme iron. Heme iron is the iron you're getting from meat, which is not the iron you want. Heme iron is extremely carcinogenic, meaning cancer causing, which cancer.gov, Cancer Institute of America, all the top cancer research sites will tell you in the fine print if you go to the articles, but they know we don't read, right? You don't want heme iron, which is what you get from your meat. You want iron fluorine, which comes from your plants, right? That's what energizes the body. If you're low on energy, if you're lightheaded when you stand up quick, if you get like dizzy when you get off the elevator, you got low iron, right? And then you'll try to cover for that by going and eating some red meat and some burgers, because somebody told you, and they always push the agenda that red meat is where you get your iron, not knowing you're getting the damn wrong iron the whole damn time, right? You need iron fluorine, which only comes from greens, right? So Jamaican sarsaparilla root has the highest amount of iron fluorine, period. If you're not getting it from that, that's a herb. If you want to get it from just food, you get kale. Kale's good, red kale's better. Red kale has more nutrients, more vitamins, more minerals, more iron, right? That's why it's red. It has more color to it because it's more life in it, right? Just like when you're getting onions, you see the white onion that's damn near translucent, and you see the red onion. You always want to go with the red onion. The white onion has been completely deprived of minerals, vitamins, and nutrients. That's why it's sitting there looking like it's like a human, how we get gray when we die. That's what the white onion is. So you want the red onion that still has life in it with the nutrients in it, right? So, I love answering y'all's questions, just going off the top. If you're dealing with HIV, AIDS, other compromising diseases, that would be more so for the one-on-one disease consultation program, where we hop on a phone call. I write up a full program for you. If you're dealing with something super specific, we got to get super specific to knock it out, reverse it. I don't use specific words, right? Because they try to cancel people that use specific words. They try to hurt people that use specific words. So I try to be careful while also giving you the knowledge, but doing my best to protect my safety, because the information I'll be giving y'all, nobody else is giving y'all this information for a reason. There's a reason you don't sit down and between shows you see commercials of people talking about the stuff I'm talking about, right? Because you're not in control of what you eat. You're not in control of your health. You think you are. They're controlling your health, right? And how do they control it? They control it by you sitting down watching TV. Every commercial, you're going to see one M&M commercial. You're going to see an Arby's commercial. Then it's going to be a new medicine. Are you dealing with migraines? Take new 1 a day, blah, 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 to get rid of migraines. Side effects may include cancer, blah, blah, blah. And they'll go on really quick, right? They're controlling that. So you'll get that commercial. You'll get an M&M commercial with the dancing little M&M people to make you comfortable, right? Make you laugh. Right, then you get the Arby's commercial with a nice jingle. We have the meat. Like, you know, they're like, we're taking ownership. Everybody else is trying to throw in, Burger King's trying to throw in Impossible Meat. Carl's Jr. is trying to throw in Beyond Meat. Arby's is like, all right, since everybody else is doing that way, we sticking hard with this. We have the meat. They're like, we know people want the meat. They ain't ready to transition. So if you want the meat, come to us, right? These are the commercials you're getting. Right? Then when you leave the house, when you're done watching TV, you're on your way to work, you're on your way home from work, you're on your way to pick your kids up, you're going to drive past McDonald's, bright red sign. You're going to drive past Burger King, bright red sign. You're going to drive past Arby's, bright red sign. You're going to drive past Carl Jr., bright red sign. You're going to drive past, what else? Anything, bright red sign. Red is the biggest color in marketing. They're controlling what you eat. They're controlling every aspect of it. That's why you don't hear people like me on your talk shows. You don't hear me on your commercials, right? There's a reason. You're not in control, right? And then when it comes to politics, you're like, you know what? I got control over politics. I'm voting for Trump. I'm voting for Obama. I'm voting for Hillary. I'm voting for, you know what? And then they're like, okay, so we're going to make food the most political thing in the world, right? Because, yeah, somebody might have an opinion. They might not want to vote for this president or this governor or this politician, right? So they think they got control. So we'll make food the most political thing, because guess what? No matter what, all them people, whether you like Trump, whether you like Obama, whether you're for gay rights or you're not, you got to eat. So we're going to control that shit and make it the most political thing in the world, right? We're going to control the phrases we use, the things we make legal, not legal. We're going to control what information is easy to find. We're going to use SEO, search engine optimization. So when people think they're getting woke and think they're learning something about a food being unhealthy, when they Google this food to find out is it unhealthy, and they Google, is red meat unhealthy? The first thing that's going to pop up is an article saying how healthy red meat is. That's called SEO, search engine optimization. These companies will spend millions to make sure when you search a specific term, a specific phrase, a specific word, that their link they want to pop up is going to be the first thing on that Google search page. And the 10 following it, right? So you got to go back 10, 20, 30 pages, which nobody got time to do that because we don't be reading, right? So we're going to control that. We're going to control it all, right? And then they're going to keep eating these foods that we're controlling and pushing them to eat. They're going to get sick. Now our homies at the hospital, our medical doctors, right, who they've grown accustomed to and are comfortable with and trust for some reason, I don't know, because they ain't never cured nothing. They ain't never done nothing but gave you pills and put you through treatments that only suppress the issue and never get rid of the real issue, right? And make you spend tons of money, raise your insurance. When the less healthy you are, the more they're able to charge you a premium on your insurance, so you pay more for the insurance because you're less healthy. Then you run to them to get the pills that are causing infertility, that are causing mental health issues, that are causing cancer, that are causing all these issues, and you're paying them for it. And then if that doesn't work, which is not going to work, right? Then you get into the hospital. You're going to pay for your hospital bed in your room. You'll get a nice little meal plan at the hospital with processed foods and your cup of Jell-O, which is pork, and your cups of, what else they give you? Just nonsense. I can go on and on. Ugh. Yeah, somebody said, can kids take Jamaican herbs for anemia? Kids can take herbs just like an adult can take herbs, right? Right, because people will ask, is it safe for a kid to take this herb? Is it safe for a kid to take sarsaparilla? Is it safe for a kid to take sea moss? But never once did you ask yourself, is it safe for your kid to for you to buy your kid Gushers? Never once did you say, is it safe for me to feed my kid hot dogs? Never once did you say, is it safe for my kid to eat this Lunchable with this sliced up cheese of mucus-forming foods that are causing issues, with this cut-up little circle of processed maltodextrin-filled fake pork meat mixture with crackers that are full of starch and full of acid. Never once did you ask, is it safe for you to give your kid that Lunchable? Never once did you ask, is it safe for you to give your kid that fruit by the foot with red dot 40, which is causing ADHD and causing them to not be able to function in school, and while their teacher's calling you like, hey, your son got sent to the office today, and then you get home and you beat your kid, right, for going to the office and not being able to sit still in school and biting his fingernails, right, because his nervous system is shot by the foods that you're giving him, and now you're whipping his ass because it's something you did to him because you're uneducated on the situation, right? I be getting passionate about this shit because it be pissing me off sometimes. Sometimes I'm in here, I'm just joking and smiley, but today I feel fired up. How can I cure my acne with food and lifestyle changes? Facts. If you have acne, what is acne? When you squeeze the bumps, what comes out of your face? Pus. What is the pus? Pus is the mucus. That literally means you have so much mucus in your body, it's running out of space. It's like, we got to get the hell out of here so we can breathe. Because there's so much mucus in this body, we got to go somewhere. So it's going to start coming out through your skin. That is the pus, that is the acne. Right? Because you're eating mucus-forming foods, your dairy, your eggs. All this nonsense, these processed foods. How do you start? I'm assuming you're asking about the coaching. Link is in the bio. 40 for 1 month. Special I'm running is 80 for 3 months, which is typically how long it takes for someone to see a complete transformation. Dramatic transformation, like the ones I post daily for the last 5 months straight to my Instagram story. 5 months straight, haven't missed a day. Many days I post 5-10 testimonials all in one day because these are what I wake up to daily. Because I make it easy to follow. I make the food easy to find. Meal plan, grocery list, supplement guide, workout routines, cardio plan. So you know how to do everything. So it's all tied in together. So all you got to do is put the work in. If you're dealing with vertigo, that's your nervous system. Fix your nervous system. Valerian root, Jamaican sarsaparilla, ashwagandha is great. Yes, you can take them all. Not that you were going to ask, but I know a lot of people will ask, well, you name these top 3. Can I take all 3 of these together? And here we go again. Like, is it safe to take ashwagandha, valerian root, and sarsaparilla all together? That's exactly what I did, because when they tried to put me on medication back before I got into this information, when I was eating horrible and had terrible anxiety and was passing out for 10 years straight, anytime I went in public, getting panic attacks, anxiety attacks, having to be rushed to the hospital, then pumping me through full of volume and nonsense just to get me from stop shaking and be able to talk because my jaw was locked. That's how bad my anxiety was. I'd pass out, wake up with people pouring water on me, right? Because that's back when I was eating the horrible foods, right? So what they try to do, they try to put me on the medicine, right? Luckily, not luckily, it happened that I got into this information, changed my diet, learned that I could do things naturally, would never deal with those medications again, right? Yes, I mixed those 3 things together. So the point I'm making is, when I tell you top 3 plants for this, top 3 herbs for this, top 3 plants for this, the main comment you'll see is, it's safe to take all 3 of these together? I don't know if we should take all 3 of these together, but never once did you ask yourself, is it safe for you to eat your piece of steak, right, which is clogging your arteries, on the same plate together with your mashed potatoes, which is high in starch, which is causing acid in your body, which is where disease lives and grows, right? With your whatever else, your rice, which is starch, which is highly acidic, right? With your hybrid plant or vegetable that you probably got out of the freezer in a freezer bag, which is never good, because anytime you're getting prepackaged things, they typically go through a process called MAP, modified air packaging, which is where they use harmful chemicals that are harmful to the human body to allow that product to stay fresh for a longer period of time. So when you go to the section in the grocery store and you see all your prepackaged salads and you're excited because you're on your health trip, you're changing your life, it's your New Year's resolution, you're stacking up on all your prepackaged salads, you're telling your friends, yeah, I get these prepackaged salads, they stay in the freezer or in the fridge for a week before they start turning brown. There's a reason for that. It's MAP, modified air packaging, right? So you don't want the prepackaged salads. You get the raw vegetables and you make your own damn salads, right? Because there they go again in controlling your health. Because every time you think that you got a little bit control of your health, every time you think you Googled the right thing, every time you think you read the right book, you start making steps towards something, they're already expecting that, right? So we got to be 10 steps ahead, right? Got to be 10 steps ahead, right? And again, I've been there. I've been where you're at, right? When I first started, I was getting the soy. I was getting the beans, the rice, the prepackaged salads, and thought I was doing something amazing. And then months go by, I'm like, yo, I switched to vegan. Why am I still not healthy? Oh, because I'm eating nothing but beans now, right? Which are super high in lectins, right? Which are an anti-nutrient, which is super bad for your digestive system. It's almost impossible for your body to digest it, right? And you get the rice, your white rice, your brown rice, your jasmine rice, which is starch, which is highly acidic, which is what you don't want in your body. The only acid you should want in your body is the acid that's naturally occurring in your body, which is naturally in your stomach to break down foods and improve your digestion, right? There's no reason to add extra acid, right? But these are the things we eat when we first start switching to being vegan. And then I switched to soy, right? And shit, I'm still not getting healthy. Why? Soybeans are 99% genetically modified. Soybeans are high in aluminum, which is horrible for you, because when you have high aluminum in your body, what that does is it causes mental issues, it causes anxiety. So there's a reason why I had anxiety, right? So thinking back, when I think back in the past, any issue I was dealing with, I'm like, yo, it's funny to me. I'm like, it's no wonder I was dealing with anxiety. It's no wonder I was passing out from anxiety. It's no wonder I was infertile and couldn't get my last wife pregnant, right? These are all simple things. But when we don't have the knowledge, it becomes complicated, and we run to these medical doctors to fix it when they're not going to fix shit. Right? They're going to give us a pill that's going to suppress the issue and make us feel like something's happening. But let us run out of that prescription. Let our prescription run out and the doctor office be closed or whatever, and we can't get it in time. Those 3 days it takes for you to get your next filling is going to be the worst 3 days of your life. Right? I'll be all over the place. I don't even remember how I got on this subject. I think we was talking about mixing herbs and yeah. I'm just skimming through y'all's comments and just banging through them. If you missed any of this, if you hopped in at a time where you feel like, dang, I want to rewatch this, youtube.com, TWalkTalk, spelled the same. I'll re-upload this live. I re-upload all my lives so you can rewatch all my YouTube. It'll be up by the end of the day. You have lupus, arthritis, fibromyalgia. If you have lupus, autoimmune issue, that is systemic acidosis. That means you have acids running wild. And what happens when you have lupus, which I did a whole live on like last week. When you have lupus, when you have autoimmune issue, again, that's systemic acidosis, meaning all throughout your body, acids are running wild. And when you get diagnosed with an autoimmune issue, many times, months or years later, your doctor will, when you go to your checkup, your doctor will tell you, I hate to tell you this, but your autoimmune issue, your lupus, your scleroderma, whatever the autoimmune issue is that they decided to label for you, you're going to go months later, a year later, they're going to say, I hate to tell you, but it's starting to damage your kidney. Because doctors are always backwards. It's not damaging your kidney. Your kidney is what caused the autoimmune issue. Many times your kidney is causing the autoimmune issue because throughout your life you've been eating high proteins, because all your favorite fitness influencers, all your favorite TikTokers, all your favorite doctors, when you go to them, tell you need a good amount of protein, don't even realize you're eating too much protein, which damages your kidneys, which causes your body not to be able to manage the acids that are in your body, that shouldn't be in your body, right? So the acids start running wild, systemic acidosis. Now you go to the doctor and they say, we hate to tell you, but you got an autoimmune issue. So they were backwards on the whole thing. I should have brought a water with me because I'm ranting and going in. Every time I see a comment, I'm just going on 10-minute rants. Today I got time. Normally I come in here real cheerful, but I'm like, you know what? I'm in a mood today because it be pissing me off how unhealthy people are, and not even to blame them because it's not your fault because you don't know. Right? It pisses me off the way this world is set up. And seeing these DMs and comments all day, every day that I get of people in horrible positions. And many of you come to me when it's so late on and it's so severe, where it's like, dang, we can start changing some things, but you done let it get so bad that it's hard for people to reverse things. Like Dr. Sebi's son, Victor, he was dealing with that super viral chick on TikTok. I don't know her name. I didn't follow her story. But apparently she passed away last week of cancer. Young girl, I think she was singing. I seen like Beyonce like did a tribute to her or something. So anyways, like 2 weeks before, Victor went out there to go help out, right? And then she passed away, and people was coming in his comment section like, you're Dr. Sebi's son, you're continuing his legacy. How come you couldn't save this little girl? This little girl has been dealing with cancer for years and years. She's been in the hospital being pumped full of medicine, chemotherapy, all these nonsense treatments for months and years now. And now she's down to her last damn breath. Sadly, Victor comes in, Dr. Sebi's son, to try to save the day, but there's only so much you can do when it gets that severe, right? So then she passes away, sadly, and people want to blame him instead of putting the blame on the doctors who were doing all the wrong things. So now when he comes in, it's so much that he has to reverse and get out of her system from the bullshit they put in her system and the nonsense that's been put in her system through diet, more than likely. I don't know specifically, but I'm sure. And then we want to blame the healer, right? So when you come to me with these issues, I got stage this cancer and I'm in the hospital, and what can you do? I can only do so much at this point, right? But it's like, dang, we got to start catching this stuff early. We got to start being able to self-diagnose ourselves, which I did a whole live on, right? We got to start understanding how we can read our eyes and look in the mirror and tell, oh, I got a vein on this side. That means it's something with my liver. Oh, I got a red blood clot on the inside of my right eye, and it's on the upper left side, and it's going this way, so that means I have a problem with my pancreas, right? Oh, I have acne on my forehead, so that means it's a problem with my kidney. Like all this stuff, we can self-diagnose, right? You can save money, you can save insurance, you can save your damn life. It'd be pissing me off. Like, I really be getting emotional about this shit. Because again, I've been there where you're at. Like, I've struggled from anxiety so bad. Like, yo, and the messages and comments I see of people that's like on all these medications and they want me to help with anxiety. With many of my clients I do, and they no longer deal with it. Thankfully, you found me. Thankfully, I made a TikTok, right? So I'm like, yo, how can I find a way to get through to people and the younger generation so that they don't have to wait till they're 40 and 50 and dealing with all these issues, right? So I'm like, oh, TikTok's a new wave. It's a younger demographic on there. I know they say it's just dancing. I'm gonna get on here and see if I can teach health and fitness and get some people to listen to what the hell I'm saying. And it seems to be working to a point. But again, I've been where you're at. I didn't come up like this. I was raised on the same nonsense foods, which is why I had the same issues, right? And then this is what I'm saying. Like, I do all this free. I've been sitting here ranting nonstop, like, just to do it, answering all y'all's questions I can. As I'm doing these 10-minute, 20-minute rants, as I scroll back through, I'll see people commenting mad because I missed your comment, but not acknowledging the fact I just gave you 10, 15 minutes of free game that now you have for a lifetime, that you can rewatch, replay when I upload this to my YouTube. But then you'll go in my comment section on this live and be talking shit because I missed your question. But meanwhile, I'm answering somebody else's question, which probably could have helped hundreds more people. Like, people be ungrateful, man. People be ungrateful. Because I don't have to do this, right? I don't have to do this. I don't have to put myself out here and risk my own safety for giving y'all information that they clearly don't want out there. Because we know what happens to holistic healers, right? There's plenty of articles showing 60, 100 holistic healers dying, disappearing, all this stuff, right? It's not a coincidence. All right, the first one, it might have just happened. Second one, all right, once, kind of like how they doing Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, right? Right? After the 30th chick, after the 70th chick, after the 60th holistic healer comes up dead at a young age when they had no underlying health issues, right? And was teaching health and was completely healthy, then they died of pneumonia in the jail. Now, can we slam the gavel and say, all right, somebody's guilty, just like we're doing R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, right? It's the same thing with holistic healers, right? Because we own 60, 70, 80, hundreds that are coming up with illnesses and disappearing and sudden deaths out of nowhere. But people haven't caught on. So we need to catch on just like we caught on to R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, right? Because at first y'all like, all right, it's just one person with Bill Cosby. All right, it's just two chicks with R. Kelly. All right, that might not have been him in the tape. But then the 30th and the 70th, And Tiger Woods with the 70th chick saying they don't mess with him. All right, he did it. So let's start saying, all right, they did it. When these holistic healers start coming up with issues. So again, I say all that to say I don't have to do this, right? Because I've done lives and taught you how to make money on stocks, how to make crypto, how to make money on crypto. So I'm good. I don't have to do this. I don't have to teach. I don't have to do custom coaching. I don't have to put all my time in to do these free videos and edit these videos and do these lives. I do it, and then I get on here and we have ungrateful people in the comment section mad that I missed your question as I'm ranting on a 20-minute rant, giving you information you haven't heard over the 40 years of your life. Your grandma passed away at 90, your granddad passed away at 80, and they never even heard any of this damn shit I done told you in one live, right? Which is sad. And not to mention your grandparents dying from these issues, okay? Maybe they made it to 80, maybe they made it to 90, but the last 20 years, the last 30 years of their life, they was dealing with illnesses that had them depressed, that had them in a nursing home, staring out the same window, hoping their daughter came and visited them. So is that really life? So people are like, yeah, my granddad, he ate nothing but hot dogs and candy, and he lived to be 90. Yeah, but he was in a wheelchair because he got his leg amputated from diabetes since he was 60. So that's 30 years of being miserable. He's been needing a nurse to take care of him for the last 20 years of his life. So is that life? Or is that walking death? Because a lot of us are living in a walking death. So I don't consider that life, right? Is that life, right? Because if I gotta live like that, I'm gonna feel like I'm dead. So I'd rather pass away at 60, 70. Say I passed away at 60, but on my 59th birthday, I was out playing ball with my grandkids and throwing football and doing my walk around the block, getting my vitamin D, right? So I'd rather do that than to be able to say I lived to 90, but the last 30 years, I was in a nursing home having someone clean my damn bed for me because I can't control my urination, I can't control my bowels, taking pills all day, with a leg cut off from diabetes, and hoping my grandkid comes and visits me once every 2 months to make my day, right? Hey, I focus on the positive, but I'm passionate about this shit. That's the thing with me. I'm not the dude that's like super I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of these people that's in holistic health and are like super talk calm and talk slow and this chakra and that chakra and you know, if we do this, like nah, I'm a realist. Not saying that that's not real, because I love people who teach that stuff, because I need that, because I don't have that yet, right? I'm a normal dude. I talk like a normal person. I'm not talking in slow-mo and calm. I'm super energetic. I'm super passionate. I'm super whatever other words you want to use, right? I'm straightforward. That's why I come on here and tell you, stop eating this damn food. Stop eating that. I'm not going to come on here and say, you know, you should probably lay off of the hot dogs because they're going to do this to your body, and you wouldn't want that, would you? I'm not going to talk to you like that. If you come to me and tell me, hey, I got this disease, but I'm not ready to come off the meat. You know, I got this disease. I want you to help me heal it and get rid of it, but I'm still going to eat the red meat. And I like hot dogs, and I love chicken. So make a meal plan for me to get rid of this illness. I'm not going to be like, well, you know, I'm going to be like, no, that's not going to happen. That's not how it works. I'm not going to be able to get rid of your illness or reverse your disease that you've been dealing with for decades if you're going to continue to eat the bullshit. That's how I'm going to talk to you, right? That's just me, right? I keep it straightforward. Like in sports, you have the coach. You have the one coach that's super nice and smacks you on the ass every now and then when you got a good play, and you got the other coach who yells in your face and get the hell back on defense. I'm the get the hell back on defense coach. I'm taking you out and substituting your ass, right? So yeah, I really just got on this live to talk about that comment I seen about somebody being scared to eat quinoa, but it went into rants on rants on rants. Y'all know how I do. Just here in LA, it's a nice day, getting that vitamin D. Best source of vitamin D is the sun. About to go on a run. I see some of y'all purchasing the detox plan. It's popping up on top of my screen. So and any of y'all that's purchasing custom coaching, I'll message you as soon as I get off, as soon as I get done my run. Again, custom coaching, 40 for 1 month or 80 for 3 months. 80 for 3 months is a special, so you get a whole month free. Both of them. I'm stuttering. I need some water. I've been ranting. Both of them are custom meal plan, custom grocery list, custom workouts for the gym at home. It's based on you, your specific goals, your injuries, your starting points. If you're vegan, if you're vegetarian, if you're pescatarian, if you still eat meat, it doesn't matter. I don't force anybody in a specific direction, but I will throw in a bunch of free info and free PDFs for you to read into in case you want to transition. But I don't force it on you because I understand, again, I came from the same spot as you. I came home from school every day with a nice, fat, juicy red meat burger with some mucus cheese melted over it on some starchy, acidic bread. Right? With a side of barbecue chips with maltodextrin and salts and all. You know what it is. I don't have to go in on that. So I came from the same spot as you. That's what I'm saying. You keep it real. You can go back to my YouTube like videos from years ago where I'm probably saying the same stuff, saying how chicken's healthy, right? And I keep it up. I'm like, yo, I got a big following now for holistic health. Maybe I should delete this. I'm like, nah, I'm not deleting it. That's me. It's real. I came from that. I was on the same stuff. And you couldn't tell me at the time, just like I can't tell a lot of y'all that you couldn't have told me I was wrong. Just like I can't tell a lot of y'all are wrong. When you come on my videos, you're new to my page, you see a topic of a food that I'm explaining to you why it's unhealthy and the chemistry behind it and how it works with the chemistry of the body, and you comment, this guy's full of shit, it's BS. No, this is healthy, this is healthy, this is healthy. My trainer told me it was healthy because I came from that. The difference is, as I started to get the knowledge, I got super into it. Now I spend all my free time reading books, listening to seminars, like always learning. As I go do my run here in a second, I'm going to be listening to something that's teaching me more about holistic healing, right? Like, because I'm like, oh shit, this shit just hit me. That, all right, I'm about to be 30 now, I'm 29. So for 20 years of my life, I was eating nothing but horrible things. So as soon as I got the information, I'm like, oh shit, that's 20 years of doing the wrong thing. I got to get super drastic and super dramatic and change the hell out of this stuff, or I'm headed to the same place the majority of the world is, right? So that's why I got so into it, because I realized how much of a mistake I've been making, just like most of us. So I only hope and do my best to drive it into your head so you have the same awakening, right? And then once you have that awakening, you change the diet, you start having more awakenings, you get more knowledgeable, you get your memory back, you don't have anxiety, you don't have IBS, you don't have all these issues you were dealing with, you got your energy back, you ain't got blood clots no more, you don't wake up with mucus in your throat, because we think it's normal to wake up and go and spit out a bunch of green mucus and pick the green boogers out of our eyes and pick the boogers out of our nose and get the crust from under our nose. We think it's normal to wake up like that. You think it's normal for when your 8-year-old son wakes up to take him to the bathroom and clean the boogers out of his nose. No, it's because you're giving them mucus-forming foods, and there's so much mucus in their body that it's literally dripping out of your eyes and out of your nose and coming through your throat. Right? Exactly. The pineal gland is clean. Facts. There's a reason my life is elevated. There's a reason my finances are elevated. There's a reason I'm in LA versus a small town in West Virginia, right? Because of my diet. I attribute it all to my diet, right? Because when you, as somebody just said, when your pineal gland is calcified, you don't retain information as well. So I struggled in school. Now y'all come to me for knowledge. But I was the kid in school, all the teachers said wasn't going to be shit, was going to be in jail or selling drugs or on drugs, right? I'm like, at the time, I thought maybe they was right. But when I changed my diet, I started getting smarter. I started realizing, hold up. In school, when I would read it and it would go through one ear and out the other. When I would study for a test, I would study for hours and still get an F on the damn test. Now I can read a book and remember it verbatim. I can listen to a lecture and break down the science and the chemistry of the food like it's nothing. Why? Because of my diet. Right? Yes, I'm from West Virginia. I'm from a small town in West Virginia, right? So you can change all this stuff. I need a drink of water though. I ain't bring no water. I gotta be prepared for this stuff. Cause I always get on here. I'm like, I'm gonna get on live for 10 minutes. Then I'll be on here for an hour. Traveling, heading to West Virginia on Sunday. And that's the thing too. When your diet's right, you can feel comfortable and confident through times like these to live your life. Since what? Last March, I believe. Dang, so like a year now. That's crazy how time went. Like this year went crazy quick. But yeah, since I think last March is when the whole pandemic and stuff started. I've traveled more than I've ever traveled in my life. I've traveled more than I've ever traveled in my life since the pandemic started. My finances are way more than I've ever had in my life because I changed my diet. People are like, yo, you crazy. How did your diet change your finances? How did your diet change? Because like I told you, whether you're in a job and you need to learn a specific skill set, right? But you're eating these horrible foods, you're not going to retain the information as well. You're not going to pick up on that task your boss needs you to do as well if you don't change your diet, right? So I took stock courses, I took crypto courses since back in March. And normally that's information I would pay for it. And just like many of you, I'll pay for something. I'll do my best to take the course, but I'm like, man, I don't understand this shit. And I'm like, oh, this is actually easy, right? So I changed my finances through that. Traveled the world because I changed my diet, so I wasn't scared of my immune system being compromised by the V word, the sickness that's going around, because I got to be careful with my words. I don't want them to shut down my lives, right? So I've been to Mexico, I've been to Utah, I've been to California, I've been to, where else? Vegas like 6 times. Out there with Mayweather, like I've been all over since the pandemic. All because of my diet, right? And me, personally, I don't push it on anybody, but personally, any chance I get, I'm not wearing a mask, right? So I say that to say, I've been to all these places since this sickness started happening in the world. Wearing a mask as little as possible, only when it's mandatory, which is typically on the plane. And I've been completely fine, right? And I have the confidence that I would be fine. It didn't raise my anxiety and my depression like many people during these times because of the fear they're pushing on you that you will get sick. But I feel confident in my knowledge that, oh, even if I do get sick, because just because you're eating correctly, you can still get sick, you can still get an illness. But the difference is how your immune system is going to fight it. That's why you see me post testimonials of clients. I've had hundreds of clients since March, especially when it was really spiking, telling me that they got this illness, right? What do? Tell them exactly what to do. You'll see testimony after testimony I'll post. I got over it quicker than anybody I know. In 3, 4, 5 days and I'm good. Thanks for telling me what to do, what herbs to take, what foods to eat, right? So, I don't know. I'm just all over the place right now. I don't know how we got on that topic. You can order key limes. That's the thing. You can order anything nowadays. And many times you can get free shipping. I don't know what that is. What's up, Chloe? I don't know what that's about, but I'll say it. Let's see. I need to go on my run now. But yeah, custom coaching. If the free advice, because we do one live like this pretty much daily. One live, 3 free videos. I got a video on peanuts dropping tonight. I got a video dropping tonight on seasonal allergies and allergies in general. 3 plants that'll knock them out because I deal with them. So as soon as like March comes and it starts to become spring, I'm the type of person whose throat gets the itching, whose ears get the itching, who has all these issues. right? So as soon as that happens on day one, I know what exactly to take, and now I don't deal with it anymore. So I just wait for that one day. I'm like, oh, here come the allergies again. Bang, let me get my 3 plants, my 3 herbs, mix them, bang, no more allergies until next year when that one day comes, and then I knock them out again. So I got a video dropping tonight, so make sure to share that, because I know tons of you be dealing with allergies and don't be knowing what the hell to do. So we're going to knock that out for you tonight. And hopefully I can smack those peanuts and the peanut butter out your hand tonight with that video. Yeah, that's all they're going to do. They're going to say you test positive. And, hold on. What's that? Oh, are you going to get that stuff?
Or I can walk and then go.
You can go, because I'm about to go on a run.
That's what I was going to walk. So I was like, walk and then go. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm about to get off. I'm about to run right now. So, I got to take my puppies. They got sick. They got some little parasite. So I got to go pick up their medicine. I don't know what they be giving dogs. I'm educated on humans. I do my best to take care of these dogs, but I don't know enough about dogs. I should have gotten to the holistic healing of dogs before I got dogs. Because they probably giving my dogs all type of, the same stuff. But picking up the medicine. I don't have a holistic treatment for my dogs, because the chemistry of a dog's body is different from the chemistry of a human body. So don't come to me with your dog questions. I'm not the guy for that. I'm not the guy to cure your puppies. I cannot cure your puppy of parasites. I cannot cure your 10-year-old dog of cancer. Come to me for human advice, all right? Watch, I'm going to start see that spark something in my head. Now I'm going to start spending weeks and weeks researching that, and I'm going to start a dog page. T-Walk, the holistic dog healer. Maybe they'll let me have a show on Animal Planet, because maybe they're not banning holistic healers when it comes to dogs, only humans. I don't know. I wouldn't deal with oatmeal. You could deal with spelt flakes. You can make quinoa that tastes like oatmeal. There's plenty of recipes for that. So yeah, just answer the oatmeal questions. I need to make a video on that. But I know that one gonna get so much hate. I'll be doing like certain videos. As I'm recording, I'm just laughing. I'm like, yo, there's gonna be so many people mad at this video. Like, yo, you coming for my oatmeal now? I'm a personal trainer, and I tell all my clients to eat oatmeal. Don't tell me it's wrong. And I'm gonna break down the science and the chemistry of it as to why it's wrong. I was gonna be like, nah, I Googled it. It's good. That's how it goes. But yeah, let me get off. Let me go on this run. All right, I'll holler at y'all later. Instagram, same name. That's where I post client testimonials daily. Instagram, T-Walk Dog Fitness, spelled the same. YouTube, T-Walk Dog, spelled the same. That's where I'll repost this live so you can rewatch it in slow-mo. You can take notes, whatever you want to do. All my lives are reposted there. Then custom coaching, 40 for 1 month, 80 for 3 months is a special I'm running. I see a lot of you all signed up while I was on the live, so I'm going to message you here today. Get those goals. So I get in detail with your goals, where you're working out, what your food allergies are, what your injuries are, where you're starting weight, all that information I need. And within 5 business days, I had a plan to you. We do check-ins weekly, plan changes monthly. You'll be my next client testimonial that I post daily. So yeah, Brazilian nuts. The only nuts you should be eating other than, other than walnuts. Walnuts and Brazilian nuts. We killing the peanuts tonight. Baby banana, the only bananas you should be eating. Mangoes, great for anxiety. Increase GABA, a chemical in your brain which controls your central nervous system. Apples, great. Avocado, great. Kiwi, great for potassium. Highest thing in vitamin C. 3 times the amount of vitamin C of an orange. Typically, any type of orange is good. The best type of orange is almost impossible to find, so I'm not even going to tell you the name. Yeah. Just quick tips. Alkaline vegan meal prep. As soon as my homeboy gets his website up, I'm going to tell y'all where to get it. Fire, so good. That's what I'm having for dinner. All alkaline. Different things like Jamaican stir fries, Asian style cuisines, like everything you need. 100% alkaline. No weird ingredients. No weird seasonings. No mucus forming, acidic forming foods, preservatives, anything like that. I'm just looking around the kitchen like, what can I show y'all real quick? Green juices. I ain't even finished my green juice today. This is what I've had today. Typically my breakfast, which I won't eat until like 11. Kale, apple, ginger. Just ate an acai bowl. It was a custom acai bowl, right? And I literally picked what I wanted, and I didn't watch him make it, and I get it. And even they just feel like, all right, even though it's custom and you told me what you want, even though you didn't say it, I'm going to throw granola and banana in it. So I get home like, damn, so I got to pick that out because I know the banana they used was not a baby banana, which is why I said I didn't want it in it because I was going to cut up my own baby banana to put in it. But they put the Cavendish banana in it, so I had to pick it out because I typically would just throw the thing away. But I'm like, yo, I drove 20 minutes to get this thing. We're going to make it work. And then the granola, which is starch, which is acidic, so I didn't want that in there. So you got to be careful. Watch people make your food. But I'm out. I'll let y'all later. Peace.